abstract. Yeah, it's complicated what you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. How it hurts to see you smile, like a dagger in me. She just seems so juvenile. I just want it to be me. I wanna set your world on fire. Oh, just so sure I'll stick around. Oh, my heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be.
Hello, everybody. I am Shannon Lee Smith, otherwise known as Cards by Shannon Lee. I am so excited to be here today. I will show you my project. I did a presentation on how to create a scene with digi-stamps. These are digi-stamps by Last Minute Manda, and if you're on my email list, you may have already received email with the free download for the backyard beach party that I used in the presentation. I am a mother. Between my husband and I, we have 4 boys, 4 men, I should say. I am a grandmother to 3 grandchildren, and I am a great-grandmother to 2. I didn't personally have her, but I just became a great-grandmother again this year. And I live in an hour west of Las Vegas, Nevada, out in the desert. And we're having beautiful weather today. I can't see the chat. Oh, let's see here. Here we go. Now I can see the chat. Lisa Hernandez Lucas, what are some places you can get digi-stamps? Like I mentioned, the ones that I used in my presentation are from the Last Minute Manda store. Another place that has digi-stamps, I think they are one of the promoters is Polka Doodles. They have, oh my gosh, they're just gorgeous digi-stamps. TLC Designs has a few. I think there's I think her name is D's Digistamps. You can get a lot on Etsy too. Cynthia, do you design your own digital stamps? I wish. I'm a crafter, not an artist. That's a big difference. I wish I could though. Don't have that kind of talent. Tina, wow, how can you possibly be a great grandma? You look amazing. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm very young. My husband is 13 years older than I am, so we have a modern American family. Anita, what drew you to digital stamps rather than traditional stamps? I love that you can size them so your proportions are to the card or the scene that you want to create. So I like to do slimline cards and create scenes along, a large area. I also like that it's easier to color when the images are larger versus a tiny image. So that's initially what drew me to it. What is the best paper you use with Digistamps and Copics? I personally use Hammermill. I'll either use 80 or 100 pound, and it's by far my favorite. I haven't used the Express It, but I have heard the Copic Express It paper is really good. And some people use Nina. I personally don't get my best results on Nina. I like the Hammermill. Arlene, what is the difference between a digistamp and a printable? I don't think there is a difference. Digistamps, I think, might refer to a black and white image, just an outline of an image. Maybe a printable could or may not have color in it. Okay, Susan asks, what is favorite cardstock? I see wonderful rainbow of swatches behind you. Oh my gosh, let's see. Spellbinders, My Favorite Things, Concord and Ninth. Any of our favorite stamp companies or craft companies that create cardstock have the best cardstocks that I have found. I know Concord and Ninth has great cardstock for layering because I believe most of theirs are only 80 pound. So layering die cuts is great with Concord and Ninth, and Spellbinders and My Favorite Things have beautiful rainbows of color. They're let's see, I know Lawn Fawn has great cardstock, Tailored Expressions. Really, any of the stamp companies, they have. I don't have a preference. I love all of the colors and okay, Cynthia, what printers are the best for using paper that is good quality card paper for digital printing? I use, I think it's an inkjet printer for my digital stamps, and the paper that I use, like I said, is the Hammermill. Some printers won't accept a heavy hard cardstock, so like an 80 pound would be good. Let's see, Anita, can you combine digital images to make scenes? Yeah, that's what I showed in my presentation is if you use a PNG file, you're able to overlap the images without having that white space that will white out the image in front or behind each other. So PNG files, you can create great digital scenes with the Digistamps. Thanks for the question. And Cynthia asked, does the ink run out fast? You know what? Not for me. I I think I replace my ink once a year, maybe a little more often, and I do quite a bit of printing. What is your favorite card technique? Oh my gosh. Besides the digital stamps, that's in my top one or two. I like creating paper flowers and using like a ball stylus to give them dimension. That's my second favorite. Okay, Marcy asks, I see the color cubes behind you. Do you like them? Love the color cubes. Yes, I can't recommend them enough. I when I first bought them, I was using them for every single card, and now I have some favorite combinations from the cubes. So, yeah, color cubes are great. Cynthia asks, do you print and then color, or do you find more that you print and then cut and glue on? I print, then color. I use a lot of times I use my brother's scan and cut to cut out the images. And sometimes if you maybe bump your what do you call that? The mat that you put your paper on, it'll mess up the alignment from the scan, and I'll regret coloring the image before I scan. So I guess I would recommend coloring and then cutting in your brother's scan and cut so that you know your image isn't going to be messed up in the scanning and waste all of that work. But I usually color first. So do what I say, not what I do. Do you only use Copics for colors? Oh gosh, no. I use, as far as alcohol markers, I use Ohuhu markers also, and then I use colored pencils. I've been using the Tim Holtz woodless watercolor pencils, the Derwent Inktense pencils. Those are great too. What else do I use to color? Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. And I think that's about it. Do I do any traditional stamping? Yes, I do. I like to use, let's see, I just shopped the LDRS sale that they have there. They have a big clearance sale, and bought a bunch of stamps from them. And who else? My Favorite Things. Huge fan of My Favorite Things stamps. Definitely do the standard. Oh, Tina says, love Derwent Inktense. Yeah, they're beautiful, and there's the colors. It's great that you can go with that deep dark color, or you can mute them down and use just a little touch of color to get a lighter color. They're very versatile. Cynthia asked, do you do any other kinds of crafts? I've done some cross stitching, and I'm really big into the paper crafts, and I'm starting to create little albums. I don't know if you've heard of May Made It, but she's creating these folios, and I've been watching her like crazy lately and learning how to create folios. Don't think I can reach the one that I'm working on now, but yeah, those are major paper crafter, a little bit of cross stitch on the side. Susan asks, are there any crafters that you follow or envy? Well, I just told Erin that I'm a huge fan of hers. And if you've watched any of the presentations in the summit, I'm Daniel West, Elise Keegan, gosh, all of them, all of the presenters in the summit are so great, and some new to me. I just am just finding. Have you ever combined digi and traditional? No, I've never even thought to. Gosh, it's so funny how, unless something is suggested, how you kind of get in your one track mind. I'm gonna definitely consider doing that. Tina asks, love Mimi. She's incredibly talented and such an inspiration. She is. I am just in awe of her. Cynthia asked, made any of the Papercraft albums waterfall pocket or otherwise? I haven't made the waterfall pockets, but that I just bought a die for that because I'm so bad with a scoreboard. I can't think of who makes it though. It starts with an M. It's not coming to me, but I bought a die that has waterfall. It has like a little latch that I guess you put a magnet on to keep the waterfall closed, and then you lift it and it has the sheets under it. Bad explanation, but anyway. Susan asks, is there a technique or type of craft that you would never want to try again? Oh gosh, something I would never want to try again. You know, I used to try to crochet, and no matter how hard I try, I could never make anything that was square. So that's I think crocheting was my nemesis. Anita asks, is there a new papercraft method or product you are looking forward to trying? Well, yes, and that is the journaling. I just ordered some of the Tim Holtz stamps because I'm really interested in doing some junk journaling. It's going to take me out of my comfort zone of the kind of cutesy, I guess cutesy is the best word that I can use to describe maybe my style. I want to kind of grunge it up, and yeah, junk journaling is my next goal. Cynthia says you should try art journals. They are fabulous. Absolutely love them. Yes, that's what I want to do, is the junk journal, art journals, kind of grunge it up, do that Tim Holtz, type of style. Arlene asks, have you had a funny mishap with digital printing stamps? Funny mishap. Well, I've been using digital stamps for a long time, and I just realized that you have to unzip the files before. I was having to open them and copy them and then paste them into my Word document. Instead, I've learned now, if you unzip or extract all the files first, you can go on. I show in my presentation that if you insert a picture after you have extracted them, you can go straight from Word and insert the picture. So that's the mishap that I've had. Well, thank you guys so much. It looks like this is a wrap. I do have a drawing for the Gnome Friends DigiStamp bundle. I've drawn 10 winners, and I have sent those names over to Harriet, and I believe they'll be announcing them tonight and tomorrow, or maybe just tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, but make sure that you go to the end of day wrap that Brandy does and see if your name is one of the lucky winners of those Digi Stamp bundles. Thanks so much for stopping by.